Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm going to be moving some stuff on my computer very fast, and I think we are good to go. All right. So, a lot of stuff has happened here. Today, guys. Bitcoin did get pushed down quite a bit. We didn't go all the way back down to that next level of support, but you definitely see that momentum is going on, and Bitcoin's just not in a good spot for some of you guys that want to be doing a lot of swing trading here. The swing trades are still absolutely bearish. Now, some of the things we're going to be talking about today is basically some Bitcoin technical analysis, the CPI data, the jobless claims, all of those together today led Bitcoin to come down quite a bit. We also saw, if I can see right here, the NASDAQ went down, the Dow Jones went down, the S&P 500 went down, but gold went up. So a little bit of interesting things happening right now. And hey, the Dolphin, happy to see you. Jamrock and OP Mary Productions, happy to see all of you guys here today. Before we get started here, we're going to be giving Loki a little bit of a treat because he's super excited about getting some treats. Come here, yeah, good. Yeah, well, yep, good boy. So he's looking pretty happy. He won't let me touch his paw though. All right, so let's get started here. And if you guys have questions, let me know. There we are. This is going to be a continuation off of yesterday's stream where we were just bored, but at least we knew which direction the price action was typically going, and that still remains bearish here. So a couple things. Hey Mattis, happy to see you, hope you're doing well. Get some water in me. So, you know, here's what's going on right now, guys. Everything's been bearish. We've known it's been bearish. The weekly chart's bearish. We're hoping that it can kind of get back up to par here, that we can, you know, have a momentum shift, and that we can kind of go buy for these longer multi-month type of holds. We're not there yet. We're still pretty close because, as you guys can see, the MACD is still moving in the right direction for the most part. That being said, from yesterday, we were talking about how the MACD is still bearish, but we're basically waiting for an opportunity for the swing. And then, you know, for that type of MACD or RSI stochastic type of play, what we're going to be looking for here is the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is still not giving us a good momentum or a good reason to buy. We were talking about this late last night. It's like, hey, maybe momentum can come back up a little bit, help us out. And, you know, we just weren't able to get that. And we're still not able to get that right now. So it still seems that we have this downtrend on the shorter time frames here, still going down. Lower lows, lower highs, and that's kind of building a channel for us. Until we see this move start to curl around, at least on the 4-hour chart, it's probably best just to kind of hold your ammo and wait for now, unless you guys are looking for more shorting opportunities. But again, if you go following the 4-hour chart, which was going after the daily chart, which was going after the weekly chart, the time to short was way back over here this past Monday the 7th. So like 3 days ago was the sell signal. And now it's making some money. But again, if you want to see that bullish signal, we still have to wait a little bit longer, and we have to understand that when we get these bullish signals, because the daily is still bearish, we're not looking at something magnificent, we're looking at something profitable. And that profitability is going to make us some good money here whenever the market decides, hey, we're ready to go up a little bit more. So because it's pretty much still a wait and see type of predicament. I wish there was better news out there, but there is definitely not right now. Now, if we go over here to the daily chart, you'll see that again, Bitcoin is still pretty much bearish here, but we do see some green here, you know, with a couple tokens. Like WIF is up a little bit today, Bonk is up, Mirror is up. Again, we just started a new day here actually, so I just started a new day, didn't we? I'll go back to that a little bit. But anyway, looking at everything else today, let's go over here, make sure that's automatic. Ethereum still doing okay. Bitcoin's making new lows right here, right? As far as like the last few days, it's pushing down below support levels. Ethereum isn't doing that. Solana's not doing that. Well, actually, Solana may do that actually, but it came back up quite a bit. Dogecoin pushing down a little bit, but not too bad here. WIF, not too bad for WIF at all. Bonk still doing okay. Miro doing actually pretty darn good here. That's interesting. Maybe at a double top, but we'll see. Baby Doge still doing fine. Altcoins aren't, well, some altcoins aren't freaking out as much as Bitcoin, you might say, right? So on top of that, I know we've been talking about the dollar index for a while, but let me get rid of some of these squiggly lines that I put up there yesterday. We don't need them at this point in time. Momentum for the dollar index is still going higher, but the 12-hour is showing a little bit of weakness here. So It might come down to this weekend when Bitcoin finally gets some type of reversal, if we're following it, the dollar index here. The 4-hour chart, still bearish right here, still okay, but it has not been enough to actually get the move down. In fact, you might even see there's been actually a pretty good bearish divergence here on the 4-hour charts. The daily chart's still bullish, momentum is coming down just a little bit. We still have to come down a little bit more. So again, it's probably any seismic moves probably are going to wait until next week. It doesn't mean we can't have a big bounce and reversal ahead of that type of larger move. But again, looks like it would most likely happen next week. So how's everything else doing? Is there anything moving right now? Uniswap is up 12%, Popcat's up 10%, Immutable X is up 5%, Dogwoof Hat is up 5%, Monero is up 4.5%. There are some things moving right now despite Bitcoin coming down, and I do kind of like that because what happened today? Well, we had the CPI report and it did come in hotter than expected. And then, Mr. Mime, happy to see you as well, Villat. So CPI came in harder than expected, and that wasn't good. It wasn't by a lot, but it was just by enough to kind of spook the market. That's why you saw most assets not really freak out. They just went down a little bit. That's typical. However, when we have that move, usually, it continues for a couple more days, and that's where I think a lot of the pain is going to be happening here pretty soon. Sorry, my beard, I didn't get a shave this week, so my mustache hair is going into my nose and it's freaking me out. I should get a shave here tomorrow if I have time. But anyway, the consumer price index rose by 2.4% in September 2024 on an annual basis, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We were looking for 2.3% and we got 2.4%, still very close to 2%. But again, that does spook investors because that's pretty much what we've been watching for the past few years now. Now, one more thing, if I can find it here. Oh, egg inflation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, eggs are kind of expensive right now. Do we have the second part here? I don't know if we do actually. So let me go over here. Oh, this is just Rick Santelli talking. I thought there was actually an article down here. Let's see. Housing inflation is declining, which is pretty nice to see. Okay, well, I'll just explain it to you guys. There were more jobless claims out today than expected, so you kind of had higher inflation, not crazy high inflation, but just higher inflation than that was expected. And then at the same time, you had more jobless claims, which is not a good sign because that shows a slowing economy. So you kind of had a double whammy for stocks and cryptocurrency today, which is definitely not the best thing. So what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now is how much further are we going to be coming down here? We have a pretty solid support level back down here on $57,500. The moment we start to bounce back up, I do think it'll be violent just because of the 50-day moving average here. And typically when we break down below it, there is some momentum here. And these moves are pretty darn drastic, very, very drastic when we cross down below them. So all we need is a 4-hour pop, to be honest, guys. And then Bitcoin starts really rallying back up towards 62,614. That's kind of an easier way of looking at it, to be honest. I'll get rid of all those lines again. There we go. Shorter time frames at the 15 or whatever, they're not really showing us too much stuff at all at this point, to be honest. We're basically just going sideways, and while sideways isn't the most fun here, as soon as you zoom out, you kind of see how sideways we've really been. At least in the 15, we have an opportunity to just grind back down a little bit more here. There we go. And let me push this up a little bit more. I want to make sure that looks okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now, I know we were talking about the hurricane and stuff yesterday. I think the hurricane, for the most part, is over. There's a lot of people without power, and those the people, who definitely need help, as well as everybody else who lost their homes and whatnot. But let me go over here to X. There you go, Hurricane Milton. There you go. So let me see if I can actually go over here to the final stream and see what's going on. So, survey of one of the hardest hit areas by storm surge. This is Inglewood Beach, Florida, with massive boats deposited on the road by 10 feet of storm surge from the hurricane. So basically, oh, Plan B. So you see a bunch of different boats out here, it looks like, so that's not no fun. We toured the damage in Sarasota County, including the Siesta Key, where Hurricane Milton made landfall last night. With the full support of the state and staging over 50,000 linemen, utility workers and telecommunications providers are working hard to restore power. Okay, so it looks like they had a plan. I'd be surprised if... oh, shit, what's going on? The heck is... This was right there. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm like, what the heck is going on over here? The display is going to the wrong one. Boom, there we go. Yeah, that was confusing for a second. My bad, guys. But anyway, you can see what's going on over here over Twitter. You can see caked in feet of sand in Venice Beach, Florida from Hurricane Milton. This looks to be the top of a house, basically, and the sand is all the way inside. I don't know how you clean this type of stuff out, or if it's just kind of stuck there for a while, because to me it looks like moving all that sand is going to take months and months and months. Which is just going to be rough. And hey, Kilo. Hi, Michael. You might see the Northern Lights tonight, and your phone camera is more sensitive than your eyes. Just fun stuff. That might be fun, yeah. I don't think I've seen the Northern Lights in a while up here. I know every now and again people talk about it, but I just haven't been out during that time frame. Yeah, maybe I'll find something to do tonight, because I might go to the cigar lounge, and maybe I'll see them while I'm smoking with some buddies. Live updates. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis gives update on recovery updates after Hurricane Milton. That preceding MCS of tornado producer supercells that towed Hurricane Milton all the way across the Gulf of Mexico and across Florida will forever fascinate me. I need to dig deeper into this. I wonder what exactly happened right there. New York Times says as Hurricane Milton hit Florida overnight, a crane collapsed onto a building in St. Petersburg, which caused houses the Tampa Bay Times newspaper office. Interesting. I mean, yeah, that crane just went straight in there. I mean, the insurance must just be incredibly expensive just to be out there in the first place, because you're having hurricane after hurricane after hurricane. That can definitely just cause some chaos there. Oh, that's misinformation stuff. DHS Secretary Mayorkas said he has seen some of the people affected by Hurricane Milton reluctant to access relief because of fear of false information about the government response to the storm. He said that people will always look for help when it comes to storms. I don't know why they're making this all political all of a sudden, but well, it's election season. What am I talking about? Of course, everything's gonna be political going into election season. Anything else? New Yorkers. Let's see. Ron DeSantis was on this morning. Okay, so not much new news here. It seems like there's a lot of people that don't have power, a lot of storm surge, a lot of sand that kind of crept back up. It's going to take some while to clean all that up, and it's going to be really rough. I don't know how they're going to be able to handle all this with the election coming in like a few days here. It's definitely going to change things as far as I see. When it comes to Bitcoin, again, nothing really crazy has been happening here, guys. It's kind of sad to watch. This is from Bitcoin Therapist. U.S. government, we plan to sell 4.38 billion and seize Bitcoin from the Silk Road marketplace. Bitcoiners after four long years of holding. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to lead to some chaos here. We'll figure it out. Let's see. All about the Tesla Bear ETFs this week, taking a cool 60 cents a day. Let's see. I mean, Tesla's facing some issues right now. You know, I think Elon is desperately trying to see how he can turn things around, and I don't think it's necessarily like his fault for anything. Besides, you know, he's the CEO, so he kind of guides the way the company moves. But you know, the economy is not good. You know, if you're a business owner, you know the economy is not good. It's not good, and you know, if you're Elon Musk, you want to put somebody, I guess, like in his view, Trump, that can really get the economy humming again, because that means more people are buying his cars, the stock price goes up, he can buy more stuff or whatever, you know, buy more X's or invest more in X, I don't know. Let's see, October trap in progress. Let's see. Oh, they're talking about how, see, this one doesn't even make it seem like October is even a big deal here. Let's see. So this shows a dip maybe before a pop, a dip before a pop, and I guess a dip before a pop. That makes sense. That kind of goes to what we were talking about yesterday, because remember, we're talking about how people assume that Uptober, or whenever we have those really good months for October, they assume it all happens in the first few days. It typically doesn't. It happens towards the end of the month, and I think that's could be said the same here. Let's see. And hey, call it by EJ's. Happy to see my man. Any other news coming out today? When it's Uptober and Bitcoin is 58K, yeah, that would definitely be a brutal. Luckily, we're not at 58K right now. Let's see. We are here in the cycle of Bitcoin. You know, everybody has their own perception, but man, I just hope we still have a good rally here. New HBO documentary claims Peter Todd is Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Yeah, no. The Bitcoin dominance is in rising wedge on the daily time frame. With this formation breaks down, we'll likely see it next altcoin season. So he's talking about this right now, you know, as far as altcoin season last time, altcoin season this time. But I don't know. As I'm looking at this, you know, we're not even close to that support level right now. We're not even close to that. Let me go back over here and just which ticket did they use? Can I? Nope. Okay. Market cap Bitcoin dominance. Does it have a play here? There we go. Yeah, I should do the trick, I would say. Let's go over here to the daily one. So he's talking about this being the last altcoin season here, you know. We did have a pretty nice rebound here, you know, as far as move down for a few months back in 19. What was happening between October 2019 and August 2020? Oh, that's quite a bit of time here. So that's about what? Almost a year basically. So let's push this up against. Oh man, I forgot to. There you go. And then what I'll do here is I'll put Bitcoin and I'll flip them. There we go. So I can actually see what happened here. So for now, let's just get rid of all this other stuff. So that started back over here, and let's go weekly chart. Let's go to this weekly chart. There we are. So this was around October of basically November of 2019. And we saw Bitcoin coming down. That makes sense right here. So what was a token that was around that long? Maybe something like an ADA. So as Bitcoin was going down, that dominance probably changing up a little bit. 30th, well, yeah, October 2019, basically. You really didn't see altcoins do too much here, to be honest. Dominance was going down, Bitcoin was going down. I'm guessing they just really want to focus on this last altcoin season here. And this started off on March 2021. And that was right around here. By that point, well, let's do a deep dive here. I'm always curious about how much this dominance really matters. So you see a breakdown that happened from the support level we had back over here around 57%. The breakdown looks to have happened back in April of 2021. You know, to be honest, at that point, you know, this had already moved up quite a bit here. I mean, look at something like an ADA, April of 2021. A lot of that move had already come, and there really wasn't much room left afterwards. And you saw the end of the rally come pretty, you know, pretty soon afterwards. Let me go over here for something a little bit more crazy like Dogecoin. So April of 2021. April of 2021. Yeah, by that point, the Dogecoin rally was pretty much over as well. So I'm looking at it. I don't think that guy actually knows what he's talking about, because that was not, altcoin season was over here. It must have been this initial. Let's see. Oh, did I really mess that up? Okay. Let me see if I can find out. There we go. Yeah, it looks like altcoin season technically started like right here after we peaked, and then from there it was like a really good gravy train, but not during some of these large moves like this. It was once we finally peaked, and perhaps right now for Bitcoin maybe we're close to peaking. We're not even close to where we were back over here in 2020 and 2021. That we're not even close to that range. We are at a level of resistance for as much as that matters. We're technically trying to break out above it, especially if you go over here to the weekly charts. Let's see the monthly charts. Let me see. Where is the line for this? Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, let's see. Horizontal array. There you go. Yeah, 57.21%. We had that breakout about 2 months ago, and we're still going higher bit by bit. Yeah, we might still have some more pain to go according to at least this chart here. I'm hoping that with rate cuts that really speeds up the whole process of just like getting on with it. Excuse me. And for whatever reason, all of my technical analysis is now gone on my Bitcoin chart. Oh well. Let's get a couple things back on here. A fib extension. There we go. And basically us consolidating here for a while, trying to hit the promised land of $335,000. Wouldn't that be great? But in the meantime here, probably best to have the 4-hour chart here. And then we have that trend line. We don't have to worry about the larger trend line. Let's just add a little bit of a rectangle here. And again, I don't know why it keeps on disappearing on me. I probably deleted it by accident. Rectangle, okay. And basically go here. There you go. Just so you guys can see that typical level of resistance there. So dollar cost average, yeah, I mean, that's the best thing I could say right now. I mean, Bitcoin's still bearish, you know. If you're looking for a swing trade, it's still pointing towards more pain here. Right? For me though, I think it's better just to wait for a breakout to happen sometime in the future, or for the momentum to swing back around to the daily chart. To me, those have been just the easiest ways to make money here, and it still seems like we have more downward pressure to go, especially if we do manage to break down below the trend line like this, you know? I would say right now we're probably heading back down here to like the the high 50s. So anywhere between like 57.5 probably to like 60,000. And then from down there is when I might be looking to buy for something like a swing trade. But again, I'm waiting for that 4-hour chart to give me something to work with, and right now it's not giving me anything to work with just yet. And here, I'm happy to see my man still in Japan for vacation. Hopefully that is going very, very well. Japan sounds very, very nice right now, especially as it's starting to freeze over here in the Pacific Northwest. Bro, Bitcoin rebound, what do you think we're going to see? 57? Right now, the support level, like we just talked about, it's close to around 56,801. Next few days, probably close to 56,872. Close to 57,000 is going to be a good opportunity to buy, especially if we're able to see that momentum shift. I'm not, how do I say this? Okay, so here's an hourly chart. Here's what we're looking at. if we do a big dip down here, I'm not just buying because we're dipping. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting for the momentum to shift and go bullish, and then I'm going to buy somewhere over here or over here, depending on what, you know, what's happening, and then I want to ride that wave. I don't want to buy right now. I don't want to buy over here on the first attempt. I want to see us hold support, have a reversal. On that reversal, probably going to have some type of breakout occurring down here. You can buy with that breakout plus momentum shifting. That's the easy way to be trading right now, when you know everything is still pointing towards more bearish moves, but you don't necessarily want to be like over trading and doing a bunch of crazy stuff, because the market is just too volatile right now because of some of the big news things. It's going to get more difficult to trade, honestly, as we approach the election. But you know, for those of you guys that have a little bit extra money, you want to go gung-ho, you always can just, you know, hop in and do some election trading. Have you ever been to a Seahawks game? Yeah, I've been to a few Seahawks games. I was at the Seahawks game where Marshawn Lynch did the Beastquake run. Probably one of the highlights of my life right there, going to that football game. It was absolutely insane, absolutely crazy. I was so excited to be at that game. So much traffic, so chaotic, but you know what? I did not care. It was just a wonderful time to be alive. You know, because I was back in school, you know, so everything seemed simple then. And hey, slightly understandable. I've been, you know, Kilo was just talking about that, the geomagnetic storm. I want to see those, what do you call them? What did Kilo just say? Northern Lights. I'd love to see something like that right now. I need to go visit Japan. The last time I've been there was back in 2009. That is a long time ago. Yeah, I want to go visit Asia a little bit more next year. I'll be doing a few trips over to Thailand, Bali. I'm thinking of going to Philippines and Japan, and I'll probably skip South Korea. I'm not entirely sure if I can get over there, but I think it'd be fun to see if I could get over there, just to kind of see what their food is like and see what their culture is like. Let's see. Trying to see if anything's moving right now, and all I see having a decent pump is Doge on Mars right now, and that's only a 2% pump. Everything else is still kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make that move, but you can even see, you know, we've been trying to find some support, but every time we get, you know, we just get pushed back down. Definitely just getting pushed back down here. All right, let me push that back over here. Oh, I just saw that, so you guys do know that BYDFi is new sponsor of the channel. I've been working out a deal with them for a while, and so when you guys sign up and then basically put $100 in, you get 50 bucks. There's no trading you have to do to get 50 bucks. You just get the 50 bucks. And I got that in there in case you guys just want 50 bucks. I'll be making a longer video about it basically in the future, you know, over this weekend and stuff like that. But you basically get a nice, cool $50, which I think is pretty nice. And also, I made a video about this yesterday. I made a stream where I talked about it on the stream yesterday. I do want you guys to know JumpX and Fairdesk are closing down. I'm not entirely sure why, besides the fact they're like government regulations and whatnot. But although they're not in danger of your money being lost or something like that, they are still closing. So if you know anybody or you yourself have money on JumpX or Fairdesk, please just move it over to Coinbase or another wallet that you guys trust. It could be a whole nother exchange, that's fine. But I believe the trading stops on, you can't trade anymore on October 17th. That's the last day to trade. And then from October 17th through, I think, the end of November, I believe, you can only do withdrawals. Okay, so you can't even add more money to your account. If you do not withdraw your money by November 30th, then that's where basically your money is locked. You can't access it. The only way you can access it is to contact them, say, hey, this is my money, this is who I am, I'd like you to send it over to this wallet, right? So you won't be able to do any more of the transacting. They're going to be the ones that do it. And while I'm not afraid of losing money and stuff like that, but I'm just like, hey guys, you know, better to be safe than sorry, especially when an exchange is closing. Even if it's an organized one, it's still closing. Thoughts on SPX 6900? I have no idea what that is. That should be interesting. Is that a crypto or not? I don't even know what that is. There we go. Okay. Wow, this has gone on a crazy run. So this is a low market cap coin. It's up to $500 million market cap. It was all the way down here at 1 million just in September, and look how fast it goes back up. That's why I've been buying up all those random tokens, but I haven't been making any money on those tokens. I've been pretty transparent about that, but I'll see. So it did have a run up here towards what, 57 cents. Let me pull this up since I know it's now a crypto token. I can, there we go. Let's see. Bitmart, CoinX. It's not really on a major exchange just yet, but it might be. So let's just go to CoinX. Yeah, not the best liquidity here, but again, it doesn't have to be. Let's go over here to the daily chart. Oh, no, we can't. We got to go off of this chart here. It's just too new for us. Okay, that's fine. What you can see though right now is ever since we started to get up here towards what, like 66 cents, the high 60s, we've definitely slowed down quite a bit. Over the last 7 days, it's gotten kind of worse as far as, you know, lower lows and lower highs. There's still an opportunity for a breakout here. If the breakout occurs, you can definitely go for it. But it does look like some of that momentum is definitely aiming to be more bearish for a minute. So I'd probably just use this as an opportunity to dollar cost average, because technically it's still at 530 million market cap. It can still go a lot higher from here. But I would be thinking about this more in terms of long-term rather than swing trading, just because I don't have the technical analysis here on my page. You know, if you can find the momentum matching up with Bitcoins, I think this would be a good play, just because it's been going so crazy over the past few days. Again, it went from 21 cents all the way up to 67 cents. That's something you don't see all too much, and it's something that's very, very nice. So, you know, keep it in the back pocket. You know, maybe set an alert for it if something hits your price target or something has a breakout across the trend line. Yeah, I definitely want to trade something like this. It's really, really nice out there. Boy, it looks very, very nice. There we are. I guess history doesn't repeat itself. Man, this year has been brutal for crypto. Dude, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been having some rants on this stuff. It's been just freaking abysmal. Now, again, it's been nice that we've been able to do some swing trades together, get some money. I talk with some of you guys in the Telegram channel, and if you guys want to join the Telegram, the link is down below. It's free. I'm going to start posting back up there on Saturday. I kind of took this week off because I was in Salt Lake City, and it takes me a while to kind of gear back up into doing stuff. However, some of you guys have been sharing with me your trades in there, which has been very nice. I always like to see you guys make money. But the easy money that we saw back in 2020 and 2021, that easy money is just not there right now, and it's just brutal to it's just brutal to watch. So I'll go live with you guys again when I'm buying stuff, you know, and I'm saying, hey, I'm doing a 5x leverage position here for the next few days, 5x here, 10x here, 20x here, whatever. But that's basically going to happen when the MACD on the 4-hour chart turns, and I'll maybe do 1 or 2 open trades like on Solana and Ethereum. And then when the daily starts to really shift here for Bitcoin, I'll start to go a little bit more heavy into Bitcoin for a nice trade there. Plus, maybe some 30x short, small position trades for meme coins and stuff that can really start to surge. You know, as soon as Bitcoin starts to level off, everybody starts to go crazy for those altcoins there. But yeah, it's definitely just has not been the most pleasant experience. And, you know, I'm kind of okay with that in terms of like, okay, I've still been able to buy low, sell high, short high, you know, buy back low. It's still been working. But again, that gravy train, easy money, where you just plop some money in there with no leverage, you just kind of watch it go higher. We just have not been having that, and that's just been making it harder to be excited about crypto. You know, the exciting things about crypto this year were primarily the political aspects of it, with Donald Trump embracing it and now Kamala Harris trying to embrace it, when RFK, another presidential candidate, or he was one, him embracing it. That was kind of the hype of this year overall. We had, like, you know, rate cuts and stuff like that, but rate cuts really just started a little bit ago, so it's, you know, we really haven't had that big oof moment yet, and I just don't know when it's going to happen. I'm assuming sometime in Q4, because we're setting up for a pretty nice move on some of those larger time frames. But at this point, the longer we wait, the more abnormal that move is going to look. And we've had a lot of abnormal moves in the past, so you can't really trust, you know, oh, it's looking very, very bearish. All of a sudden, it can definitely just go boom, you know, and we're making lots of money. I just don't. I just want to have a small amount of money invested before that boom happens, because then, you know, if I don't have that money in there, I'll be so much more hesitant when I'm trying to chase that money, because of course we're all going to get FOMO whenever Bitcoin hits like 80,000 bucks. We're going to have a lot of FOMO. It'll be fun, but it'll just be crazy dangerous to be trading during those times. Man, I love me some Wator. Okay, so let's go back over here. I just want to see if there's any other news today as far as CNBC. The Fed is finally cutting rates, but banks aren't in the clear just yet. Tesla robo-taxi event comes after a decade of Elon Musk driverless dreams. AMD launches AI chip to rival Nvidia's Blackwell. Nvidia is the king. It will be very hard to go after the king. Now, Tesla robo-taxi event comes after a decade of... Oh, I already read that. Let's see. So when is this happening? It was hours away, and this was posted today at 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that was almost 3 hours ago. So let me go over here and look at Elon Musk. I wonder what Elon Musk's nickname is. Okay, there you go. So only a man of culture can clear level 69. Oh geez, this guy is crazy. Okay, the future will be streamed live 10:10, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is basically like an hour and a half away from here. Now, again, I will not be doing this because I'll be at the cigar lounge decompressing after a busy day. I went through so much stuff today, guys. I'm not going to go into it, but it was just freaking stressful. And yesterday too, my freaking God. However, things are looking pretty darn good. You got, you know, this is probably going to be the big highlight. I think there'll be people watching it on YouTube in case you guys do want to see it, or you guys can watch it in the comfort of your homes. I don't know, I always like the camaraderie of YouTube and stuff like that. But I do think this is something that you guys should watch if you have a moment to. You know, it's going to start at 7 p.m. I'll be happy to see what's going on. This broadcast has not started. We robot. Maybe there's a leak or something, but Tesla robo-taxis will change the meaning of transportation. I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. That looks horrible. You know, I feel like movies have really fucked me over as far as what I'm expecting from like AI taxis and stuff. When I think of a car that can't, like there's somebody else driving it for me and it's not something I can drive, part of me really wants it to be something where it doesn't have a place for pedals, it doesn't have a place for a steering wheel, it doesn't really look like a car, it's a funky weird shape, not like a shape like this, but maybe even like what was that world, Westworld City, maybe Westworld City, car. Oh, you guys can't see that, but this might be the best. Maybe this one? Yeah, let me open this image in a new tab. Oh, okay. It's gonna be a little bit blurry. See how it has somewhat of a shape of a car, but it's just completely different? I know this one looks kind of ugly because it's literally just a kind of a car shape with some fucking chairs in there, but something a little bit more different, you know what I mean? I'd really like to see them be more creative and allow for more window space, because now they don't have to look at the front or the back of the car, or excuse me, the front of the vehicle. Now they can look any direction they want to. So I'm hoping that Elon really goes into that, you know, he starts thinking about different ways to revolutionize the way the cars look, because I think that's what made Tesla so popular in the first place. Teslas look nice to a lot of people, especially out here in the Pacific Northwest. I see a lot of people loving the way they look. A lot of people have the plaid out here. It looks good, right? And the Tesla truck, I know people have mixed feelings about it, but it still looks different and kind of futuristic. They need to do that for this driverless car, because if they're not, it's not going to end well in my opinion. But yeah, we can talk about that another time. All right, there we go. Any other news here? Ooh, Berkshire Hathaway slashes Bank of America stake to under 10%. No longer required to disclose frequently. They do not want banks because rates are coming down. Have I seen the new Amazon van? I'm not entirely sure. Let me see. New Amazon van. My Amazon vans are all types of stuff. They're like, I live maybe 15 minutes from a fulfillment center. Because I'm out in the boonies, you know, and they're building up all these warehouses out here. This is from July 10th. New electric. I don't think I've seen this vehicle before. I don't think I've seen this one. I mean, heck, the one that they got today was like just a white plain vehicle with no sticker, no Amazon stuff on it whatsoever. I got some, I think pillowcases delivered to me or something like that. So that was interesting. Let me see. Are there other pictures for new ones? No. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to see them eventually here. I'll see them eventually. But I haven't actually seen one in person just yet. And hey, Cameron, happy to see my man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, let's see right here. Just watching something. There we go. There we go. All right, so yeah, definitely hoping for the best here as far as Bitcoin. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. This has been an interesting time here. I always like having conversations with you guys as well. But yeah, this is just kind of a weird time for the overall markets here. And let me see right here, make sure I don't miss anything. Japan, I definitely want to go to Japan. Japan. Bali, just had a friend message me about that. Bali's always nice. Bali's actually real nice. So I think, as you know, I got to get myself a nice travel laptop. So if I spend like 2 weeks out in Bali or 2 weeks out in the Philippines or something like that, I can do work and stream with you guys. I heard Wendy's is looking for you. Something about defamation. Oh, what did I say against freaking Wendy's? Oh, yeah. I saw. Yeah, I was trashing Wendy's last night. My God, those Krabby Patties do not look good at all. I made a short about it. I was not happy about them. They just do not look good. Kelp fries look like shitty fries. Like, I think where Wendy's does excel is their hamburgers. When I've had a good Wendy's hamburger, it's been like molten hot with molten cheese and a couple slices of bacon. And that just seems really appetizing to me sometimes, especially when I'm really drunk. When I'm really drunk, I want to have something good like that. But then I've never ever had good Wendy's fries, and I don't like their Frosties, which people typically, I guess, like. I like Blizzards. I love Blizzards from Dairy Queen. But the Frosties from Wendy's, there's something about them. I don't know what about them. They just don't seem like they're ice creamy enough. It seems like there's some type of chemical in there, something that my brain does not like at all. They're horrible. Horrible. They have many couriers inside Amazon warehouses. Oh, I believe it. I know they have, like, you know, it's like an incentive to communities where, like, hey, we'll help you out. You can, you know, buy a bunch of vans and we'll supply you with, you know, packages to drive, which I think is a pretty good thing to help small businesses and things like that, as long as it continues for the long term. Random fact, only persons returning from Cuba after a licensed visit are permitted to bring a Cuban cigar into the United States. Oh. Well, luckily for me, I don't really, well, I have a bunch of Cuban cigars, but I don't get them straight from Cuba. A lot of my Cuban cigars, I would say, come from Latin America and Europe. I got friends that fly all around the world, you know, they're taking private jets and shit, or they're just there for business. And like, hey, you know, we can buy a bunch of Cubans in the UK, we can buy some Cubans out in Germany, we can buy some Cubans out in Spain or Mexico, a lot in Mexico, right? And then, yeah, they just kind of fly back in, and then they never get their bags checked, or if they did, I guess they'd probably get in trouble, but probably not. And then like, hey, Michael, do you want a box of this? It's only $300. I'm like, oh, yes, you know. I mean, you know, I've probably spent over $5,000 on cigars this year. It's been a very bad habit. I need to start going into non-expensive cigars. You know what? I've already been doing that. What am I talking about? I've already been doing that. I bought some Cubans a while ago, but that was the last batch of Cubans I think I'm buying for the year because I got some in my house. I went to a My Father horse racing event earlier this year, and I picked up around like 130 cigars. I got a whole box. I got boxes of cigars I haven't even opened yet. I don't even think I have to buy any more cigars this year, but I will anyway. Yeah, because I'm going to the cigar lounge, I believe, later on tonight. I may try to hang out with a friend later on tonight as well, because I'm seeing you guys talking about the Northern Lights type of stuff. That'd be kind of fun to hang out with a friend and watch that. And then what else? Not going to lounge tomorrow. No, I probably won't go back to lounge after that until like maybe next Wednesday or something like that. A little bit different. And Europe, no one cares. Exactly. I mean, exactly. I don't know why we don't like Cuba so much. I really don't know why we do this. Like Obama, Trump, Bush, Biden, whoever, Kamala, if she wins next time, one of them, they you know, like, why don't they like Cuba? I just don't understand it. You know, let capitalism flow in there, and then it'll change everything. It'll change absolutely everything. Back in my younger days, they put meat in pans. Yeah, I mean, next, here, I'll show you guys what I'm doing tomorrow. Hold on. So tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is date night, and I'm going up to El Gaucho in Seattle. And there's actually another place I want to visit as well. But this is a steakhouse. I think some of you guys in the Northwest will probably know this. I have no idea if El Gaucho is like a massive chain that's like in New York or Florida. I doubt it. However, it's a very chill place. And if I go over here to show this to you very fast, like, check this out. They have a happy hour. I'm not going for happy hour, but it is kind of cool. They do have some cheaper things here. They got like oysters and wine pairings, which I think is really, really good. I want to have this, a half dozen oysters with a pairing of wine. So it's not just 65 bucks for the oysters, it's 65 bucks for the wine and the oysters, which is cool. And it's apparently a good wine. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Wine selections, $10, selected cocktails. If you want to look fancy and go in there, you can do it that way. But I'm going over here and I'm going to get some dinner. And I don't exactly know what I'm going to get, but they have the escargot and stuff there. I think I'm gonna slide away from the snails myself. But last time I was there, I got myself some scallops and whatnot. They got some wicked shrimp, which seems pretty cool. Tenderloin Diablo. This actually seems really good, but I'm already gonna be having steaks, so I don't think I'm gonna have another steak appetizer, if that makes sense. They have Northwest oysters. They have prawn and crab cocktails. That's kind of cool. Dungeness crab cakes. Those are really cool too, but I don't know how big they are. Fried calamari. Something about calamari always just makes me very happy, especially when a nice restaurant does it. They make sure the calamari is actually cooked very appropriately. Then they got the ahi tuna tartare and the steak tartare, and they got a bunch of other stuff with steaks and things like that. I'll send a picture to you guys about what I'm eating. But this weekend's gonna be a good one. I can feel that. I definitely need a little bit of a break here because it's just it's been a stressful week. It's been stressful. It's like the day has been stressful, night's been peaceful. Day's been stressful, night's been peaceful, over and over and over again. They actually say join us for Seattle Restaurant Week, October 29th through the 31st. Now during that, I'm actually in Vegas, I believe, so I wouldn't be able to go here. But basically they say $65 per person plus service charge and tax. What does that mean? Oh, it's a 3-course dinner for $65. Wow, what a steal. So you get a choice of pan-seared scallops, butternut squash soup, land rock pork belly, and dry-aged beef carpaccio with an entree and a dessert. Wow, that's not bad at all. That's not bad. It's almost like an appetizer, another appetizer, and then a thing, but I'll take it. That actually sounds like a really nice way to go out and have a good time. Let's see, El Gaucho, Bellevue. Oh, so it's only for Seattle and Bellevue. They don't have one in Tacoma? Tacoma is way closer to me. I was actually talking with a friend last night, and he litigated for El Gaucho a while ago, and he was telling me these event dinners are also pretty good. So I might have to do this. Oh, Gaucho Tacoma, join us for the 15th through the 17th. That might be kind of cool too. But I think during that time, I'm going Hennessy holiday tasting event. These people are crazy. But okay. But enough of that. There's a bunch of other restaurants I want to try as well here. Let's pull this up very fast. Their chilled meat is made out of dried hamburgers, which would be hard as a rock. Sometimes literally a rock. They have 1 week's expiration, and the coolers sometimes didn't even date them. Now that sounds like fast food. The staff at El Gaucho went above and beyond to make me feel celebrated, beginning with a personalized birthday card signed by the team. Oh, damn. Check out Ramblin' Jack's Ribeye south of Chehalis. Ooh, that sounds pretty good too. I think my grandparents have went there before. We kicked off the evening with craft cocktails and dozen oysters, which were absolutely exceptional. The meal continued with a delightful red wine paired with our bone-in ribeye and sides. See, I don't know if I want a big steak right now. I don't get as hungry as I used to because I've been dieting, and I used to love a big steak. Now I'm just like, I got, then I got to take leftovers home and stuff like that. It's so much extra nowadays. But luckily I'll be driving up there, so I can put the leftovers in the car when I continue to go out, right? Top it off, live piano performance was lovely addition. I do love the piano performances and things like that, you know. I don't know, El Gaucho is just a good vibe, and they got a new restaurant there, which would be pretty nice. But there's a place in downtown Tacoma. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. I want to take a day out over here, so let me go to, okay, let me just go to my address, my old address when I used to live here back in COVID times. 15 North East Street, perhaps? Trying to think of what it's close to. Oh my god, I do remember my old address. Oh, I missed this place just because the waterfront views were just that good. And I think my car is still here somewhere. No, my car would have been parked right here. Oh no, it's right there. Yeah, there's my car. Yeah, see? Old photos, but you know what? I love them. There was a cool little restaurant down here. It's by, let's see. Move down here a little bit. Creamy. The mix. Okay, it should be right here somewhere. Structure sellers. Yeah, everybody's raving about this. And back home, called Cuervo Bravo. Seems like it's good. Is there no website here? Oh, there it is. So, Prime Steakhouse and Cantina. They got menus and stuff like that. They got good looking drinks and stuff. I definitely want to try this out. Now, as far as menus, they have dine-in only. Let's see. Oh, there's no numbers next to these menus here. No numbers. They have guacamole casero. Oh, okay, it's like, you know, guacamole and chips. That's interesting. Boleta sourdough bread cut in half. Ooh, sourdough's good. I like to make myself my own homemade sourdough bread. Sourdough bread cut in half and topped with Prado beans, cheese, and finished in a wood fire oven. Oh, that sounds really good too. Bone marrow. Oh, dude, I'm getting the bone marrow. Bone marrow is one of my most favorite things in the world, and it just tastes absolutely fantastic. Salad, side dishes. Okay. Rice dishes, vegetable dishes. Oh, this is like really exclusive. I see how this is. Tacos and tortas. Wagyu. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ribeye tacos and Buenos Aires torta. Yeah, good. 18-ounce ribeyes, 300-ounce luxury Australian Angus dry-aged bone-in New York strip. Oh, it's 30-ounce. I saw the two O's right there, and I was like, oh my lord. Okay, 30-ounce. Okay, 300-ounce. I was like, what the heck would that even look like? 38-ounce porterhouse. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they got some stuff. American Wagyu, they got carne asada, which is always good. 10 ounces of Labazoo Baton. Damn, yeah, this is some really good stuff here. Australian Wagyu, nice. Oh, they got the Japanese Wagyu here from the Miyazaki Prefecture. Okay. Then they got those little certificates when they give you the meat. Bird and fish pollo asado. If I'm poor one day, I'm going to get some pollo asado. Nothing wrong with getting some chicken and some salmon. Oh yeah, see, so many little things here. The area has changed a lot since I moved. There's a little bit more luxury down here in downtown Tacoma, but even still, you know, I still will drive from down here all the way up to Seattle if I want a really good meal. And that goes a long way with me. Let's see. Asadero. Ooh, what's Asadero? Australian ribeye. I love an Australian ribeye. I had the last time I had an Australian ribeye was back when I was in Nashville for Bitcoin Nashville. It's definitely a good time. I have many restaurants in the area that are just foodies' dream. Yeah, Washington State has a lot of good food if you know where to go. I'm learning where to go, and right now I do not know all the good places. That's where I rely on friends and you guys to tell me all the good spots here. And so I'll probably have a stream this Saturday talking about the dinner and stuff like that. I'll leave out the date part, but just a good little dinner. And I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about as far as other restaurants and stuff, because I actually need to be in a place where I can take notes. Funny enough, I actually do have on my desk right now, as I peel this off, a note. Oh, you guys can't see anything, can you? This thing that says notes, and I have a pen right next to it. But you know what? It's just not that time because I am freaking tired. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to look for that. But anyway, guys, this is it for today's stream. I wish I had some better news. I'm gonna try to go live later on if I can. Going to the cigar lounge, I want to stream with you guys, but it's just that when people walk up to me, they keep on talking or they have a conversation with me. I wouldn't say it's like annoying to me. It's just I like it. I forget that I was gonna stream with you guys, and then I can't just pull up my phone when I'm in the middle of a conversation like, hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a great day right now, Bitcoin's doing this and all that type of stuff. It always gets a little bit kind of funky. So sorry if I can't stream when I go to the cigar lounges like I want to, but I may be able to do it sometime next week if I go on a Monday or a Tuesday when it's really, really slow or something like that. Because typically I sit outside by myself for a little bit, and then as the night kind of progresses, a friend may peek out and say, oh, there's Michael, let's go sit out with him, he's chill. And then the group kind of grows and grows and grows and grows. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a great day. Let's give Loki one more treat here because he's been a good pal so far today. Yep. All right. So see you guys a little bit later. Bitcoin is still bearish. Unfortunately, that's the case. We might be heading back down a couple $1,000s more, but it's more of a waiting game for anything right now because we're just not looking too good, and I don't want to tell you guys to buy before things are looking good unless you guys really do want to